today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
Summer drawing to a close here in the Southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Richard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
This is Richard. Fights off the defender. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
The Dolphins' 39-yard line.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. To about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. From midfield, here's Tua. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 15.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the ground, Richard. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. Wow. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, look at the numbers for Parker in last week's game. 4 catches, 62 yards. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
To try again after the sack. Ryan. And incomplete on the deep ball. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
2 and now on first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, second down.
brings up 2nd and 7.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Dolphins 0.
On second down now. It's Carson, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The Dolphins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A quick feed from Tate. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line. They begin with a quick throw out left. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Here's Carson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
At the 44-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He can run for it, and he will.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now it's Carson, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Dolphin first down.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And 4. At the Falcons 6-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. The left side completion to Jones.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Flush to his right. Caught right side, Tate. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll pull it down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
The 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Matt Breida, as the first half is winding down. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call him, the West Coast offense, the long handle.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Dolphins 17.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw again is Ryan. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 43-yard line.
On first down, Richard.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And brought in by the tight end, Cook. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Ryan. And his pass, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Off the play fake, here's Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and goal.
On the draw, Richard. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphin score. Chris Carson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
7-yard line.
And this is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ryan will throw again. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Richard on the toss. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line.
He gives it off to Carson.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Carson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
48-yard line.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Julio.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Tua, fast pass outside, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Complete to number 84. Touchdown.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in how their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, and that's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Falcons cut into that lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and to use those wheels of his, the absolute devastating effect.
And the numbers here don't lie. According to the Next Gen stats, he topped out at an even 22 miles an hour.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
On the return, Lynn Bowden. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Miami set to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Now we'll again see Calvin Ridley in the Falcon offense.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run again with Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The tackle made by L.J. Ford following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Miami, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, their game